extremely dynamic ambassador who's also in this country, who's championed, and this is where you see this happening on every stage, every opportunity is being created. But just to go back to a comment that you made, Ms. Day, when you talk about the fact that we should probably remove the term feminism, do you think that we are at this right stage? Do you think that we have seen women being able to break through the glass ceiling or have an equal opportunity? I know everyone needs to have an equal opportunity, irrespective of gender. Margaret Thatcher very famously, when asked, how does it feel to be Britain's first woman prime minister, said, I don't know what it feels like to be a male prime minister. So I wouldn't be able to answer that.
George is coming back, so just wait.
Right, it's back. Yes.
Yeah, thank you for the question. Well, we have a woman president right now in India. We've had women prime minister, as you well know. My problem with anyone in power, and particularly when the lens is on a woman with unlimited power, as Indira Gandhi was, is that they start mimicking or cloning the worst aspects of male power play. They turn into misogynists and they completely lose their feminine selves. And what is the point? If I wanted a clone of a man, I would have voted for the original man, not a woman, right? So we need to redefine what leadership seen from a perspective, a completely different perspective, and how that can impact the world. And reservations, according to me, are not the answer, because reservations never really work. Even whether it's in India or elsewhere, representation of women in government is very low, and it's hopelessly low, and it's something that definitely is a matter of concern. But the patriarchal system which has existed, especially in Asia, for centuries, cannot just be dismantled because of legislation, or you decide, oh, it's going to be 50% women representing us, whether or not they have the merit. It has always got to be merit. Yes, because women don't often have the same advantages in terms of education or even economic strengths of men of the same category. They don't get to those positions. Well, change that first. Make sure they get that education. Make them understand the potential of education. Then we don't need reservations. They will get there, and there's no question in my mind. I mean, the kind of, I wouldn't say foolish optimism, or maybe it is that, it would be a significantly different world if more women were co-opted into running the world. And it's going to happen because, AI doesn't recognize gender. Who knows who's creating all of that? So there's going to be a point where gender itself and our commentary on gender will be rendered pretty redundant. So I know that I will live to see radical change in the next 5 years. And certainly in the political systems, there is going to be a lot of change. But if there are going to be those women who are the front runners of this change, then they would be really, I mean, who am I to advise anyone, but be the woman who has been given that responsibility as a woman. Don't become an honorary man, and you'll do far better as a woman than you would as a second-class man.
Absolutely.